Next, we have what DR takes for granted and e-commerce would kill for. I'd like to introduce Michaella Harkey, VP of Sales, Direct Response at OrderMotion, Inc.
Hi. So good morning, first of all. Wow, that's loud. Thank you all for attending. For many of you, you may have been thinking you were going to see our brilliant Chief Product Officer, Wendy LaHaye, and unfortunately she's not here today. So I'll be presenting her content. My name is Michaella Harkey, and I am VP of Sales for OrderMotion. Today, the topic that you voted on is what DR takes for granted and e-com would kill for. So at OrderMotion, we have the luxury of having clients across all different verticals, including e-com, catalog, and direct response, and a lot of cross-sells. So today, we'd like to share with you what makes direct response more enviable than some of the other industries that we work with, what we have that's unique, and then present some best practices specifically so that we can maximize that advantage. So today we'll be talking about the DR secret weapon, how to maximize that DR advantage, and specifically looking at best practices, including self-service, content, cross-sells and upsells, and then finally what we can also learn from some of the other best practices that our e-com colleagues use. So what is the secret weapon? At first, you might actually think that's a weapon, but it is. What we have that e-com retailers don't have are unique product offerings. Our products aren't available on 3,000 different sites across the web. So with our unique product offerings, we don't have to base bringing consumers to our sites on price alone. We can actually start to build brands, build customer loyalty, and really engage with our consumers and build lifetime value with those consumers. Secondly, direct response has always been masters of continuity, or what e-com calls auto ship. We have really mastered and tested the technique of offering continuity to maximize lifetime value. E-com is just now starting to get into this realm. It's an excellent way to increase your average order value, increase your customer life cycle, and really keep a touch point, as well as offer cross-sells to your particular consumer base. So we'll go over a couple of those items. The first best practice is regarding self-serve. And in terms of self-serve, this can get a little controversial with DR. But seriously, if you relinquish control to the consumer and let them start to manage their own orders, what we've seen across our customer base, including our e-com customers, is that those customers stay longer. Now this can bring up a little bit of a controversial point, which is that includes allowing your consumer to cancel online. And as a DR marketer myself, that's the last thing I ever would have wanted to do. We pay to acquire them. We absolutely don't want it to make it easy for them to cancel. But what we have seen just across the board is what you can do is you can allow them to cancel online and take those same save the sale tactics that we use on the phone, apply them to the web, put reason codes so that you can deliver and save the sale online as well, and also reduce your customer service costs at the same time. So this shift to self-service has really happened in the last, I'd say, 5 to 10 years, probably a little faster in e-com than it has in direct response. But in the past, we, as the marketers, were really controlling what we were serving to the consumer. Today's consumers are much more savvy. They want more information. They actually are looking for more information. And they also have the ability to interact, post, tweet, put on Facebook what they think about your product. So it's important to enhance their customer experience and have them providing feedback in a positive way. So as we mentioned, giving control to the consumers does in fact mean providing them potentially that option to cancel. Now if you're using a particular order management system, you should also be able to test that and see if it's most effective. Test, of course, always test. It's always down to the analytics. But don't forget to use those save the sale opportunities we currently use at the call center on your website as well. For example, if Jane decides to go to the site and cancels her order because the price is too high, you can then serve up a message to her saying, you know what, Jane, we really want you at our site. Not only will we give you this particular product, we'll also give you a free item, or we'll reduce your shipping and handling, or we'll do something that goes above and beyond to keep you as our consumer and keep you on our site and keep you as our customer to extend the lifetime value. So that's one of the ways in which you can actually use self-service and canceling to reduce your customer service rates. Yes, sir. I'm sorry? We do, and across the board specifically, what we've seen is that the cancellation rates go down. So when you have your benchmarks and your testing, it's counterintuitive. It's not logical, but it actually does work. But you should test it for your own particular product and your own particular campaigns. Test it both ways and see what's working best for you. Continuity. As we mentioned, DR is the king of continuity, but we can take that to another level to help extend our continuity customers' lifetime value as well, specifically with self-serve on the web. So in addition to just allowing them to see their order or what they've purchased, allow them to do things such as modify their wait date, personalize their continuity, exchange items, add items. All of those personalizations can actually help increase your customer lifetime value. As an example, this is a pet food site, very simple in nature, and it's meant to just be illustrative, but as the consumer, I can clearly see my order detail, my bill to, my ship to, and what I've ordered. But what you'll notice, if I had a pointer, I'd be pointing, is on the right-hand side, this particular marketer is allowing their consumer to change their order. I may want to add dog treats to my order. I may want to change the quantity. More importantly, I may need a different shipping cycle. Personally, I have a gigantic boxer. If I was only buying dog food on a continuity every 45 days, my dog would be starving. I need it every 20 days because he's a little bit of a piggy. So I need the ability to go in as the consumer and actually change my shipping cycle or my payment cycle. I may want to change the type of payment offer, a credit card, whatnot, myself without having to call customer service. Provide your consumers with that level of control. When you do that, what you're going to see is your customer lifetime values are actually going to go up. Your average orders are also going to go up. More importantly, you can help use this as a tool to reduce your customer service costs on the call center side and use those customer service agents for escalated issues where they really shine and help drive your revenue in addition. But you're no longer having to worry about them calling to, where is my order? Can you please change my wait date? Those type of items. You can allow the consumer to do that themselves. The second best practice is content and how much is enough. When I first started in the industry way too long ago, our landing pages were very simple in nature. It was basically you had your offer upper right, you had your buy button above the fold, usually in red, blues, yellows were very popular. They were rather ugly, but simple was actually selling and it was working. It has changed. Our consumers, you're laughing, is that your site? It is changing. The consumers are much more savvy and they do desire more content before they're making their purchase decisions. They have more options. So when you're looking at the content of your site, don't be afraid to still streamline. You still don't want to give them too many clicks to get to the order because you don't want to have abandonment, but you want to provide the consumer with enough information to buy from your site. So we've chosen this particular site, Michaella Dermaceuticals, as an illustration of this, primarily because it is in the beauty category. They're not a DR marketer, but it's very applicable to what we do in DR. So what is good about this particular site? And this is a very successful site, by the way. First of all, the contact information and the phone number is very prominent on the site. The total amount for the shopping bag is clear. And the social media links are very prominent for your consumers to actually click to become Facebook members, Facebook fans of your page, join so that you can actually cross-market to them later. Secondly, easy navigation. Provide your consumers with a way to quickly get where they need to go. It is still true that the more times they have to click, the more frustrated they're going to get, the higher the abandonment. So make it easy for them to navigate the site. In this particular example, I can look by category, by regimen, and I can't see around that block, but by concern. So if I want to specifically look for anti-wrinkle cream, I know exactly where I'm going. Make it easy for them to navigate and find all of the different products on your site. Also, very important, as we know in direct response, have a good product picture. Make the price point very clear, but also make the value very clear. As you can see, you're saving $12.91 on this particular example. Make that saving clear, and of course, have it tied into your inventory management system so immediately you know that this quantity is in stock. Product information. We've mentioned this a couple times, but the consumer really does need and want more information about what they're ordering, so let's give it to them. This particular example, we not only are providing the description of what the product is, but the active ingredients, how to use it, and lastly, but very important, the customer reviews, which I'm sure you will be managing on behalf of your site. The third best practice, cross-sell, upsell. Now, we're also very good at doing this in direct response on the call center side. Adapt it to the website as well. So when you're looking at what's worked on the phones, also take a look and see what's working on your site. Be sure to show products that are related and also give them the opportunity to promote repeat purchases, sign up, promotions. You've paid to acquire that customer, build a relationship with them, continue to market to them. Let's keep them once we have them. In summary, in direct response, we do have a unique advantage that others are envious of. We have great, unique product offerings. We can learn from some of the other tools of the trade and the best practices from our other colleagues in e-com and use those best practices to extend not only our customer experience, increase revenues of course, but also increase customer lifetime value. So don't be afraid of content, use your content. Don't forget self-serve for your website on the self-service for customer service and for continuity, and take advantage of the one thing e-com would actually kill to have, which is our unique product offerings. That's it. So we'll be available for questions afterwards. I'll be at the show till Friday. So thank you for your time.